Victor Wembanyama.
God, this conversation, dude.
So we got a new highlight over the weekend of Victor Wembanyama. I should stop. Of Victor Wembanyama, the I don't know what, presupposed number one pick in the upcoming NBA
The French
draft.
sensation that's going to take over the NBA.
So he's playing against a kindergarten team. He hits a step back three that comes up short. The level of competition is such that he was able to run to the front of the rim and get a tip slam.
Is this the dagger?
On his own missed three. And people are like, oh, God, here it is, evidence. Michael Jordan ain't got nothing on this guy. Of course, the only problem is that he's playing against nobody.
Yeah.
Is Victor Wembanyama more likely to be an all-star or a bust? Jacob Montemayor, what say you, sir?
I mean, this is pretty straightforward for me. The kid is wonderfully talented. My problem has always been he's a physical liability. I know that he can shoot the three. I know that he can shoot the midi. I know that he's got a nice little finishing package around the rim. I know that. The problem is he can't play defense, and he can't get his own shot against a grown-ass man. That's the problem. So when you look at, hey, his style of game versus where it is now versus what it would be like in the league, there are numerous examples of guys struggling to get their own bucket in the league when you weigh next to nothing and you're 7+ feet tall. And I think my struggle is that everyone wants to say, oh my God, this guy is going to be the next LeBron and this is incredible and his skill package is unmatched. And it's like, dude, no, it's not. Is he skilled for his size? Yes, he is. Is he someone that I could see having a 15, 20-year NBA career? Absolutely. Right? If he plays a certain way, yes, absolutely. Is he the next LeBron James? No, he's not. Right? LeBron James is 6'8", and coming into the league and in his prime, he was 260. You're not stopping LeBron James. I look at Giannis. Giannis is who nobody talks about with Victor Wembanyama. Right? Giannis transformed his body. Giannis came into the league as a stick. Giannis got his ass in the gym and now is somebody who can power over anybody, including Joel Embiid. So is VW willing to put in that kind of work? Is VW willing to change his body? These are the questions I have. Not whether the kid can make a jump shot, not whether the kid can lay a basketball into a hoop.
Does he have a handle or skill? Absolutely he does. My biggest question about Victor Wembanyama is what is he going to have to learn? And how is his game going to have to change for him to succeed? And the biggest thing that I would say is I think his game's going to have to change significantly for him to succeed. I don't see an avenue, and again, this is just my opinion, I don't see an avenue for him as a 9-foot-tall kid with 19-foot-long arms and longer legs. I digress. With his body, it's not that he's going to get hurt. He's going to have to significantly transform his skill set to thrive at the NBA level. His arms are super long. His legs are super long. Yes, he can dunk on 2 strides. Totally get it. But the issue is his opportunity to do things that he's doing in France. This tip dunk off of a missed three is never happening in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's never happening. The ability to dribble with your arms way out wide and swinging the ball is never happening in the NBA. And these are all great moves for, I think he's 15 years old if you believe all the hype, right? For a kid that is his age, his skill set is phenomenal.
Yeah.
His body is intriguing. He's a project. There's no doubt about that. You look at the freak athletes that have come into this league recently. Guys like Zion Williamson, even guys like a Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
They can't hold up. And they have far more built bodies than Victor Wembanyama. So how is he supposed to be drafted number 1 overall by whoever drafts him and think he's going to step right in and play? That's my biggest question. And even when he does step in and play, that handle's going to have to get tighter. That jump shot's going to have to get quicker because he's also got these long arms. It's not easy to let that ball go quickly, right? And we see situations like that every night in the NBA. I don't think he's going to be a bust. I just think it's going to take time for him to become all-world.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the situations, because I'm a big believer when you're looking at draft prospects, especially in the NBA, you got to look at, okay, if I draft this guy, what situations is he going to be in on the floor? What would, if I have this guy starting at the 5 for me, what is the opposition going to try to do to him? And I can tell you right now, the opposition's going to switch. They're going to get their 1 or 2 guard on him, and he's going to blow right by him like we've seen multiple times. Oh, okay, let's say he stops that. Let's say by some crazy miracle he's able to stop that. Well, all I have to do is get my Steven Adams of the world on the block, back him down, and we're good to go. It's not that difficult. And everyone wants to compare VW to Rudy Gobert. If VW develops his body into what Rudy has physically, he'll be a great player. I think he would be able to stay healthy at that point.
But he won't be able to do what he's doing now.
No, he won't.
Not at that build and weight.
He's not going to be an explosive dunk on you guy in the NBA. What he's going to be, if he wants a long career, what he will be is he should be a mid-range big that is a finesse player on the block. He doesn't need to be that explosive guy.
But you know what worries me about a finesse big that plays on the block? He is straight up said, I am not a center. Yeah. I am not a 5. He doesn't want to play the block. He doesn't want to play the 5. He wants to be, and this is what scares you. He has openly talked about wanting to be a 3 or 4 in the NBA. And I'm telling you, it's just, that's really difficult. That's very, very difficult. And when I look at what Victor Wembanyama is, and I look at the guys that you can compare him to, this is the other thing I asked everybody. Find me a comparable. Find me a comparable to Victor Wembanyama. You've never seen a guy like that. Okay, there's freak factor involved in it. Find me somebody who has done what he wants to do at his size and at his ability, who has come in and succeeded on any major level.
Yeah.
Find me that guy. Because I'm just telling you, it's not
sustainable.
I don't think it's doable.
Yeah.
I really don't. I really, really don't. And I don't know how you fix it, frankly, because I think when you're Victor Wembanyama, there's a lot of people looking to take you apart. There truly is. As we talk NBA on the Monty Show, presented by our friends at Canyons Golf, I just don't. When I look at Victor Wembanyama, obviously that guy exists in the league one time, and it's Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, it's not Kevin Durant because Victor Wembanyama is bigger than Kevin Durant and longer than Kevin Durant.
6'10" is very different than...
What is he, 7'4" now?
7'4", yeah.
I just don't... I need to see it translate. He's not playing against like-for-like talent. So when you're bigger, stronger, faster than everybody you're playing against, naturally you're going to have success. But what happens when you flip the coin and you're slower and weaker and less skilled than everybody you're playing against?
Yeah.
Now we find out who you are as a player. So,
yep.
Travis Bird, who is a known Victor Wembanyama love child.
Yeah.
Says he will be the number 1 pick. Okay. I think we all agree. And whatever team he goes to is only making the playoffs next year. They're going to have home court advantage, and he's going to be a dynasty in the next 5 years. If there's alien life outside of all of you, I've already universe build and accomplice, just as you don't know if they're going to come and find us. Because, look, man, you got to stop smoking acid before the show, bro. Like, what? He just straight up unicorn. You guys are unicorn haters. He's not a unicorn, though.
He's not.
He's not a unicorn. He's nothing right now. He is an amateur athlete.
Can he go and do... Let me ask you this. Can he go...
In this country. Now, and when I say, I want to clarify that. He's an amateur athlete. He plays at that level in this country. Would he be amazing in the G League? Yeah, I guess he probably would. But how many G League superstars have gone to the NBA and just torn it up? I don't think any. I don't think any.
Could VW do what Luka did in Europe? Could he do, if he's so good, if he is this generational unicorn that we're all missing on, could he go and win multiple championships in Europe? Could he come into the league and be 35 and 15 every night, right out of the gate like Luka was? Like, yeah, and I'm not even a Luka guy, but if we're going to talk about Euro players and we're just going to take it at face value, right? Well, if he's this good, if he's up here, if he's number 1 overall, this was the Zion Ja Morant debate 3 years ago or whatever it's been now.
Yep.
Everyone knew that Zion was going to be a problem physically. Y'all, we knew that. We knew, hey, his ligaments and his joints are not going to hold up because he is just so big. He is overweight. So everyone was like, all right, Ja Morant. And what do you know? So the version of that this time around is going to be Scoot and, VW. And I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't VW say he's staying another year with Metropolitan?
No. VW is going to the draft.
He is going to the draft.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Where do you come up with this stuff, man? Victor Wembanyama is going to the draft. And the thing, you know what worries me about Victor Wembanyama? I think he becomes a spot-up shooter. I truly think that in the first 5 years, that's going to be his usage. Mm-hmm. Is that he will be a wing corner spot-up shooter. Because I just don't see even how on your average wing, like if you look at the best teams in the NBA, okay, throw them out. How does he do against Julius Randle? How does he do against your average power forward? How does he guard Karl Anthony Towns, who's playing the 4 now? How does he guard LeBron James? Because those dudes are just going to take his ass down to the block.
Yeah.
So the question is, when does the light go off? Because we've seen the videos. There's 3-4 videos of him getting crushed on the block. By white dad bod gods in France who don't wear deodorant. So my question is, how do you develop a defensive game that you're not asked to play right now? Because he is not asked to play defense right now. And the question is, I don't know. Because he doesn't have the advantage that Scoot Henderson has. Mm-hmm. Scoot Henderson can just run by dudes. He is just lightning quick.
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama is 7'4". He is a long strider. He is not and his advantage is if he's on the perimeter, he can 2-step pass you to the basket.
Right.
But he's gonna. I just need to see him do it. He is a freak. His skill set is amazing. Jeremy Callahan, isn't KD actually over 7 foot? No, he's not. He's 6'10". He has a 7'5" wingspan, though. So, white dad bod gods. LOL. Good one, Mont. Thank you. I appreciate the recognition. Thank you. How is he going to guard Taco Fall? By eating a lot of Taco Bell? Maybe.
Don't play intramurals, brother.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he is. Well, DeLambo, that's an interesting question. But he scored on Rudy 1v1, LOL. Maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see how that all works out. I'll
believe it when I see it.
By the way, what do you think of Walker Kessler being out for the year?
I think it's fine. I think he got a concussion. So, okay.
He's in concussion protocol. The Jazz have said he won't play again this year.
Yeah, shut him down for the last however many games it is.
Week.
But then I think there's this conversation around Walker Kessler about summer league or no summer league. I think that he's earned the right to not be a summer league guy, but I think if he was smart, he would do summer league. I think summer league is a proving ground to work on jumpers and, to work on the things that you want to work on in your game. And hey, if he knows summer league but wants to go to the Black Ops runs or go to these different runs, great. Do that.
I don't think I'd play him in summer league games. I think I would have him at summer league for practices and workouts. And I think I would absolutely mandate that he does the grind, the summer grind. Because he has got to develop a jump shot.
Yeah.
He has got to develop it because at some point in this league, you hit your ceiling if you can't develop a jump shot. See Rudy Gobert.
Yes.
You hit your ceiling. And we know that the guys that can defend the Andre Drummonds of the world, the Rudy Goberts of the world, but if you can't offensively impact the game other than dunking, you're always going to be limited. You're always going to be limited.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to me.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the end of the world or anything. I think a lot of people freaked out when they saw that. It's like, dude, they got, like you said, a week left. I mean, it's not. And the guys had a hell of a year.
Do they so you're convinced now they won't make the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, they're 4.5 out. I think it's probably done at this point.
Okay, I need you to work on your math. They're not 4.5 out. They're a game and a half out.
Oh, okay, I got that confused, and that's my bad.
What's wrong with you? Well, let's see. Victor Wembanyama is not coming to the draft. The Mavs are in the East. No, I'm kidding. The Jazz are a game and a half out. But the issue is really Dallas or Oklahoma. OKC. Because I look at OKC's schedule, they've lost 3 out of 4. And oh, by the way, Golden State and Utah on the road, and they finish at home against Memphis. And now without Walk, I got to think they're going to beat the Jazz. I have to think they're going to beat the Jazz. But Golden State, by the way, I think Golden State is fighting for their 6-spot lives. And it's not like Golden State exactly has an easy schedule. They got to host Oklahoma City and then at Sacramento and at Portland to end the year. They should beat Portland.
Yeah.
But I think there's a good chance that Golden State's in the play-in.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the West is super tight. I think the thing that needs to be said is the Lakers are just on fire right now. So you look at, teams like Golden State, even the Clippers. I mean, the Clippers are not safe.
Please do. Carry on. Keep
going.
going.
You want to tell everyone, I told you so. I told you so. I'm tired. I have to admit, I'm tired of the Lakers being a play-in team. I'm tired of it. I'm over it.
There's nothing to be proud of the Lakers making the playoffs.
Like,
they're going to earn their way in, though.
Yeah, and I think it's great for the league. Yeah.
At Utah, at the Clippers, Phoenix, and Utah.
I think the Clipper game is the one. I mean, it's assumed that you'll beat the Jazz both times. The Suns are obviously no joke, but that Clipper game I feel like is a really good test because you're a half game behind them. No PG. Like, you really should be able to handle them. But the problem is it's going to take defense. You're not playing the Bulls. You're not playing the Rockets. You're not playing these teams that don't play great defense. I mean, the Clippers play good enough defense to make your life challenging. So to me, it's like, yeah, sure. Does Golden State fall to play in? Yeah, sure. Possibly. I mean, probably. It's the better word is probably based on the schedule. But if you're the Lakers, the win mentally that it would be to get out of the play-in and into one of those 6 spots there would be awesome. And I think that's exactly what you need to go into the playoffs. You need to be hot going into the playoffs. And I think that's, for them, that's all that matters.
Salty Ken Williams says they can thank the Lakers for making the playoffs. Maury Alvarez says math is hard. The T-Wolves are in the East and Jake is still a virgin. All of these things are fact.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Do you disagree with that, or?
Yeah, I mean, you can keep telling everyone I'm a virgin, but I'm not.
Well, I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just guessing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now it pisses you. I can see now you're pissed off.
Yeah, it's
Tanner says he is not a virgin.
Yeah, I'm ready for the NBA season to be over. I'm tired of talking about the Jazz tanking. I'm tired of talking about that Victor Wembanyama is the Jesus Christ of basketball.
Well, it is your show. We could have not talked about the NBA.
I mean, no, we need to talk about it, but like, if I'm gonna be honest, like I'm this playoff picture's crazy, dude. Like the Lakers need to be good again. Like, dude, I'm tired of hearing about Anthony Davis. Like, I'm at that point in the season where it's
drops
like
40 yesterday.
But that's precisely my point, right? Like, this guy is an amazing player. He's always hurt, and that's what frustrates me. It's just is like, dude, we know, okay, Anthony Davis is the Lakers narrative. Walker Kessler and the rebuild is the Jazz narrative. The Phoenix Suns, Book's got to prove his worth at some point. That's their narrative. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so now we're just in this place where it's like, all right, let's just finalize the standings and let's get to winning and losing playoff games.